All right, fantastic. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the June 9th, 2026 Municipal Financial Recovery Advisory Committee, or MFRAC meeting. I am VJ Kapoor. I serve as the receiver for the city of Chester. We got a full house today. We have got Mayor Stefan Roots from the city of Chester, Councilman Shaquan Davis
Good
from the
afternoon.
city of Chester. Good afternoon, sir. We have Mr. Andrew Sheaf from DCED and Ms. Kelly Diaz from Delaware County. And we also have Mr. Jacob Polikove from PFM, who is my special assistant. So good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well, getting ready for summer. School is going to be out pretty soon, if not already out soon for some of the school districts. We have a pretty short MFRAC today. Just a couple of updates for the committee and for the public. First, City of Chester's Memorial Park Pool will be opening June 20th, so the day after Juneteenth. Hopefully by that time the water will be nice and warm for everybody. But that'll be opening June 20th. So a lot of good work by our Parks Department getting that up. G. Wesley in particular has been spearheading that, both in terms of getting equipment refurbished, and you'd be amazed as to what goes into putting together a pool. In terms of all the equipment, in terms of repainting and all the kinds of thing that goes in there, as well as hiring the lifeguards and all that. So we certainly want to extend our thanks. It's not those things we often take for granted, not easy to do. And again, we're all looking forward for the opening on June 20th. Mayor, you're gonna be there? You're gonna be first in?
I'm
Uh,
going to wear my red, white, and blue trunks. Yes.
Fantastic, fantastic. Just one other thing in terms of an update, have a couple of questions, from folks. We are in the midst of collective bargaining with both our police union, the city's police union, and fire union. So those negotiations are obviously confidential. We have been, kind of working hard over the past couple of weeks and in negotiations with both of those groups as well. So just if anyone has questions about that, or is wondering what's going on, that's happening there. So there is a council meeting tomorrow night. It is an evening council meeting. Again, mayor and councilman, 7 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, fantastic. Short council agenda. Not a lot on this week. I think about four resolutions are on there. Good, very short deliberative council meeting yesterday. So those are the general updates. Again, we continue to get ready for the summer, and all of that, all of what comes with that. We also wanted to spend a little time today allowing the mayor to talk about kind of what's going on with the World Cup in Chester, because Chester is playing a part in that. And so, Mayor, can you tell us a little bit about like what's going on here in the World Cup and what's happening this Saturday, in fact?
The World Cup, as many people know, and for those of you who don't, is the biggest sporting event in the world, the most watched, the most attended. It's got a world audience. This year, the World Cup is taking place in America, which means all of America, Canada, the United States, and even in the border below us down in Mexico. This area right here, the Philadelphia area, will be hosting 6 games starting on, I believe, Saturday the 13th. I believe Saturday the 13th. But the team that we care about is the team that is being hosted right here in the city of Chester at Subaru Park and all the facilities that they have for training. We are considered a base camp. And the Ivory Coast, in French, they would prefer that you would call them Côte d'Ivoire. And I can finally use some of that high school French that I've learned, like with accents and stuff like that. That's my new word right now, Côte d'Ivoire. They are here in the city of Chester training. Last night they had I guess you call it a friendly or a tune-up match with the Philadelphia Union 2 team. That's I guess the minor league team for the Philadelphia Union. I was in attendance and it was a really good game. They structured it a little different than a normal soccer match where there's usually two 45-minute halves to make a 90-minute contest. Last night they had three 30-minute periods, which still culminated in a 90-minute contest. Cote d'Ivoire beat our team 2-0, but we were a little nervous. It could have been worse. Our guys really played well to be the second team. So that was a tune-up game. There's a lot happening down there at the stadium. Of course, they're going to be there training, but this weekend is really special for the city of Chester. But before this weekend starts on Saturday, there's a community day. What's it called? It's a community day. I think it starts at 6 in the evening. So come on down and watch them practice in the stadium. And Cote d'Ivoire is very open to having close contact with their fan base. So it could be a chance to get some autographs and get some pictures and meet them close up. On Saturday, though, Saturday the 13th, this upcoming Saturday, we're contributing to the community day that's already taking place down there with a couple activities. One of them is a sister city signing with a city in Cote d'Ivoire. Kukumbo in the Bellier region or Bel Air region of Cote d'Ivoire. Mayor Kwame will be here with his whole contingent. And like we did a few months ago with Paraguay, we're going to do a sister city signing with a city in a country in Africa. So the city of Chester will be connected with Africa. We are really excited about that. Following that, there'll be a little social time, but we're also excited in contributing to the celebration that's going to be happening all day down at the stadium. Between the hours of 2 and 6 will be our slice of the celebration, meaning the city of Chester. We've got 3 Chester bands that will be performing. For those of you from Chester, you may know the Raising Cane Band, the Self-Destruct Band, and the Vision 21 Band. So they'll be playing back to back to back between 2 and 6, and there'll be a DJ in between. So that's going to be a lot of fun. There'll also be a cultural fest that the city of Chester and Cote d'Ivoire will be sharing in. For those of you familiar with Philadelphia's Adunde Festival, this is kind of modeled after that. So there'll be crafts and food and different vendors from, Chester and vicinity, and also from Ivory Coast. So those are activities you don't want to miss. Visit Delco in Delaware County is a huge sponsor of, the activities that we're going to put on, as well as Baselli and Associates and the Philadelphia Union, of course. So really happy to participate. I spent a little time last night with the mayor of Wilmington. So now we have sort of fighting and bragging rights because the team is staying in the city of Wilmington and they're trying to get all the credit and do all the activities. But I think because I was very early when I learned that Cote d'Ivoire was coming to Chester, that we got a slice of sharing some time with them. So please come out on Saturday. You're going to have a great time. The Sister City signing is really a closed event. It's reservations only, but come on out anytime after noon and enjoy the festivities down at Subaru Park.
Great. Mayor, thank you very much. I know a lot of work goes into that. I know Justin Tibbles, your assistant has been working pretty hard on that, in getting all those things together. So, it's great news. And congratulations, Mayor. I look forward to, to seeing all that on Saturday. With that, I didn't have anything else, for the good of this committee. Did anyone else in the committee want to raise anything?
Let me also add that also it'll be watch parties throughout most of the tournament down at Subaru Park, and Saturday's no exception. It's going to be a watch party at the Union Yards where the big screens will be out for people to watch their favorite teams play.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, great. Well, if that's all for today, Mayor, thank you for the update there. Our next MFRAC will be June 23rd, Tuesday, June 23rd. So that'll be in 2 weeks. Everybody, thank you all, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Bye.